So ghetto youths, ghetto people, reggae people, youths in the so-called entertainment, music business, whatever, with regards to whatever act or genre of music you're doing, I want you to remember this truth here. Share this tape here and this presentation, this brief presentation of our historical reggae music suffering. Where this man Chris Blackwell from Island Records now. I try to make the world. Still I try to deceive the world. This was a man, I want you to remember. When him first see us, him say we were nobody. We were rebels. We had a bad reputation. Even without knowing us. Even without knowing and talking to us. But he saw wherein him could have used white skin Bob Marley. White skin like him. And him could have feel out and sense out who is the weakest link among us. That's why I'm beat out Bob Marley if he come live up a Famous up a 56 Soap Road. A Strawberry Hill him live, And we know that from a longer time. And him don't really even come down, even close to West Kingston, Trenchtown area. Them man they will fly over, but them not come down in a them way there. But you see, my reggae creation, I'm going to put the copyrights out there, was what make him and him friend them was able to rob our music from Bob Marley. If me and the rest of the crew were not here today, the world would never know this truth. And you see, he will make a last ditch effort, even now, for write books, for leave a legacy, a generational wealth accumulation, for fame offspring and fame friend them, before him pass out. But keep this in mind, him put everybody whom him know could be a challenge to him in the grave, while him rob up the music legacy. After all these years of suffering, him exploit them, rip them off, lie to them, thief the works of the Trenchtown people by using Bob Marley to accomplish that. Wickedness, when Bob put in a some of the song, guiltiness, rest on their conscience, oh yea, and they live a life of false pretense every day. They are the big fish, always eating up the small fish. They will do anything to materialize their wish. Look upon this man here. Wickedness, evil. But you know what? Him and him friend them will not escape Jah judgment. Never.
Ruffling feathers in the music industry. Blackwell set the record straight as he details his career-defining moments, including how he launched Bob Marley and the Wailers. He also says people who think he exploited Bob Marley for money are misguided.
Misguided. You gave the man them $4,000 in them time there for three of them. 4,000 chicken feed. And what they and you did say you never expect them to get back nothing. And what did they do? They showed you that they had so much pride and dignity, even as poor ghetto youths, black ghetto youths in a trench town. They delivered so much, overwhelmingly Blackwell, black worse, that you get wealthy, so much so that you reap the sweetness from our Trenchtown reggae music creation, which includes I and I Rascardo works. Because you never create reggae. You don't have no copyrights for reggae. Neither you, Jimmy Cliff, the Jamaican government. No. On a rob up, thief up, and kill up all of those that you know wanted to get rid of. As you know steal the Trenchtown people music. It's a good thing say I and the crew was documenting over the years. Yeah man. Documenting detailed documentation is what I and the crew have. Testimonials, which is what I and the crew have of how Uno dealt with all of us just because we come from Trenchtown. And Uno have so much money down there that Uno could have influenced politically the running of government and prejudicial against man we come out of Trenchtown. It is Jamaica's loss. It is the world's loss. Because you see, if Jamaica at the time, those who claim said them around the country with help from Funo money and Funo slave masters connection. Hold on. But you know what? I go ask the people of the world today. This is 2023. Can you imagine how much suffering our ancestors them from slavery who was forcibly brought over here went through when them never even have cameras like how everybody have cameras today. Them can't take picture and keep them on records. Can you imagine? May I send this question to the world at large. Ira Scardo, reggae creator from Trenchtown, is sending this to the entire globe. Can you imagine what suffering and death our people from Africa went through and this Western world? Yeah, man. When there were no cameras to document, there was nobody have the education and the wisdom to document how they were being suffered under the colonial system. Yeah, man. Slavery has never ended. Slavery and the colonial system. You yourself, Blackwell, is a child of slave masters and slave mothers. Yeah, man, ownership on the own people. Can you imagine that? Them own a human being in the Dred Scott case. Remember the United States 1803, 1856, 1857 case in the United States, the Dred Scott case, where a black man tried to claim him rights and him couldn't get it. Yeah, man. Couldn't get it because, you see, it was never even regarded as a human being. No, it was regarded as property to be owned and to be used, to be sold and to be let. And now today in 2023, what do you think you I got tell we? Ira Scardo and the crew had the wisdom and your guidance for document things and to know how to put it. Me went to Funo school, yeah man, and got Funo education for know how to operate we don't know. Me went to the most prestigious school in Jamaica, high school, St. George's College, white, black, Chinese, Italian, different races mixed up there. Bright youth them skin white like hell. But we from Trenchtown, Woolly House used to go there. Yeah man, same way. Because Jabrain, ingenuity, reggae is redefining ghetto genius anywhere, everywhere, anytime, every time. Chris Blackwell, you're a murderer, and you and your retinue of followers them have really sucked the blood and robbed and destroyed poor people, ghetto youths. All ghetto youths of the world, take note. Their plan is to kill them before we can grow, to kill us before we have the chance to make it in this life. And then, when we then at the grave, you know what them do? Them own our music catalog and everything. Yeah, man. And some of the hip hop and rap artists them and the boy them in a entertainment in the United States just a discover this. Them just a discover this. Well, see one of them man, yeah. Yeah, man. Who is a murderer himself. Those were kill off Michael Jackson. Yeah, man. And all the other youths them in the United States who rise up and boom. As you rise up, you're gone. Because for them plan is kill them before they grow. You see what me I tell you now? Wickedness, man, guiltiness, evil, genocidal murderers. Ira Scarder say, yeah, I put the copyrights out there now for all the world to see. I don't know say whomever own the copyrights own legally have legal standing for defend it. You can't say you created reggae, but you got filthy wealthy off of it. And you have leave legacy now, even a write book. And I try to say, you never rob us. Chris Blackwell, you're a thief and a murderer. And you leave your retinue of your descendants them to do the same thing. So black youths, black people, watch out. Alright? Ira Scardo sent the message in reggae over the past 60 years. Rastafari know.